Before you go, frequently asked questions. These questions reflect what cruise passengers consistently ask before arriving in Nassau. The goal is to help you make faster, more confident decisions with limited time. Each answer focuses on what matters most during a short port stop rather than general destination information. 1. How much time do I actually have in Nassau? Most ships stay 4 to 8 hours, but your usable time is less. You need to factor in disembarking, walking through the port, transportation, and returning early. In reality, many passengers have 3 to 5 solid hours to work with. 2. Is Nassau walkable from the cruise port? Yes, the immediate downtown area and Junkanoo Beach are walkable. However, walking beyond those areas is not always practical due to distance, heat, and traffic. For anything farther, a taxi is usually needed. 3. How early should I get off the ship? Earlier is better. Getting off within the first 30 to 45 minutes helps you avoid long lines and crowded streets. Waiting too long can slow down your entire day. 4. Do I need to book an excursion in Nassau? No, but it depends on your preference. You can have a good day walking to a nearby beach or exploring downtown. Excursions add structure but also reduce flexibility and increase cost. 5. Is it safe to explore Nassau on your own? The main tourist areas are generally fine during the day. Stay in well-traveled areas, avoid wandering too far off, and use basic awareness. Planning your route ahead of time helps reduce uncertainty. 6. How do I get to Atlantis from the cruise port? Atlantis requires a taxi ride, typically 15 to 25 minutes depending on traffic. Costs vary, and return timing should be planned carefully since traffic can increase later in the day. 7. Are taxis easy to find in Nassau? Yes, but lines can be long, especially when multiple ships are in port. Returning to the ship can take longer than expected, so do not assume immediate availability. 8. Which beach is easiest for cruise passengers? Junkanoo Beach is the most accessible since it is within walking distance. It is convenient but can be crowded. Other beaches require transportation and more planning. 9. How crowded does Nassau get? Very crowded when multiple ships are docked. This affects everything from walking speed to wait times for taxis and food. Checking how many ships are in port can help you plan better. 10. How much should I budget for a day in Nassau? It varies widely. A simple day can cost under $100 for a couple, while excursions and resort visits can push costs much higher. Your plan determines your spending. 11. Can I return to the ship any time during the day? Yes, as long as you are back before all aboard time. Some passengers return midday to rest, especially if they stay close to the port. 12. Is it worth leaving the port area? It depends on your goal. Staying near the port saves time and reduces risk. Leaving the area can offer a better experience, but requires more planning and time management. 13. What is the biggest mistake people make in Nassau? Trying to do too much. Combining multiple activities often leads to feeling rushed. One clear plan usually results in a better experience. 14. How early should I return to the ship? Plan to be back 60 to 90 minutes before all aboard. Traffic and crowds increase later in the day, and delays are common. Giving yourself extra time reduces stress. Tourist Pivot Point Key Takeaway. Get off the ship early to avoid crowds and delays. Expect port logistics and transportation to take longer than planned. Choose one main activity and keep it close to the port. Build in extra time to return to the ship. Have a clear plan, but stay flexible based on crowds and energy level.